Have you ever had a roommate who treats every tiny rule like it's the law? Well, this episode takes that idea to a whole new level, and it's absolutely hilarious. The episode starts with Sheldon doing what Sheldon does best, making everyone around him question their own sanity. Instead of letting Leonard and Priya enjoy a normal evening, Sheldon pulls out the famous roommate agreement and starts reading it like he's arguing a case in court. But this time, Sheldon meets someone who can actually fight back. Priya, who's a lawyer, carefully reads the agreement and immediately notices something Sheldon completely overlooked. She explains that the contract is full of legal ambiguities, and according to contract law, those unclear sections actually work in Leonard's favor instead of Sheldon's. For the first time in a long time, Sheldon realizes that his own masterpiece is being used against him. And honestly, watching Sheldon lose an argument because of his own rules is one of the funniest moments in the entire episode. Just when Sheldon thinks he still has a chance, Priya shuts down another one of his complaints using a different section of the agreement. At this point, Sheldon is completely frustrated. But that's only the beginning. The episode quickly shifts into classic Big Bang Theory chaos. Penny accidentally eats one of Sheldon's onion rings. Now, for any normal person, losing one onion ring isn't a big deal. For Sheldon, it's a serious offense. He immediately gives Penny her second strike and reminds everyone that he keeps an actual record of people's mistakes. Yes, a real strike system. Everyone laughs. Except Sheldon. Then things get even worse. Penny sits in Sheldon's famous spot on the couch. The one place in the apartment that Sheldon believes has the perfect temperature, perfect angle, and perfect viewing position. When Penny refuses to move. Strike 3. According to Sheldon, she's officially out. Watching everyone react to his ridiculous rules makes every scene even funnier. But underneath all the comedy, the episode slowly reveals something much deeper. Leonard finally admits how difficult it is living with Sheldon. He talks about always following endless rules, never changing the thermostat, avoiding squeaky shoes, even putting his own relationship on hold just to keep Sheldon comfortable. For the first time, Sheldon actually listens. Instead of arguing, he realizes how much his friends have sacrificed for him over the years. Then comes one of the most emotional scenes in the episode. Sheldon thanks Leonard for putting up with him. It's a rare moment where the comedy disappears, and we see how much their friendship truly means. Even though they're constantly fighting, they genuinely care about each other. Of course, this is still the Big Bang Theory. The emotional moment doesn't last very long before the jokes come right back. Soon Sheldon is running emergency evacuation drills, arguing about room temperatures, and somehow turning everyday life into another impossible situation. By the end of the episode, Leonard and Sheldon finally reach a compromise. Not because anyone wins, but because their friendship matters more than being right. That's what makes this episode so memorable. It perfectly balances smart comedy, ridiculous roommate rules, emotional friendship, and classic Sheldon behavior. If you've ever lived with roommates, or even had one stubborn friend, you'll probably relate to more of these moments than you'd like to admit. And honestly, that's exactly why this episode remains one of the funniest and most lovable stories in the Big Bang Theory. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more TV short views, and I'll see you in the next one. Before the episode ends, there's one final reason why fans still remember this story years later. It isn't the legal arguments. It isn't the roommate agreement. And it isn't even Sheldon's endless list of rules. It's the friendship. Throughout the entire episode, Leonard could have simply walked away. Instead, he chooses to understand Sheldon, even when Sheldon makes life incredibly difficult. At the same time, Sheldon does something we almost never see. He admits that he knows he's difficult to live with. That single moment completely changes the tone of the episode. It reminds us that underneath all the sarcasm, arguments, and ridiculous rules, these characters genuinely care about each other. That's what separates the Big Bang Theory from a typical sitcom. The laughs are unforgettable, but the emotional moments are what keep fans coming back. This episode delivers both perfectly, making it one of the most entertaining roommate stories in the entire series. Whether your favorite moment was Priya defeating Sheldon with his own contract, Penny getting 3 strikes, or the emotional conversation between Sheldon and Leonard, there's something memorable in almost every scene. And that's exactly why this episode continues to be a fan favorite even today.